We have some similar friends actually, Brittney, where we've talked to Aryan, we've talked to Tori Reacts, which is someone you just had a nice interview with itself.
Yep.
And Aryan, at the very end of our interview, shouted you out specifically as the show stealer. And we literally, and he made sure to know, hey, get Brittney on your channel because she deserves to be known worldwide. And I wanted
Aw.
you.
And one more thing, we haven't talked about Brittney yet, you know.
Brittney.
Oh, like
Brittney.
Brittney Slayes?
Yeah, she was in this last shows, and
Right, and she's our Canadian girl, isn't
you
she?
have to be proud of her.
Unleash the Archers, right?
It's so amazing. Yeah, she
Yes.
so many hearts here
Really, eh?
Yeah.
in Holland.
Thanks for
And
bringing
she
that
did,
up.
and she's such a, I mean, I'm getting goosebumps as I'm talking about her.
Yeah.
No way, wow.
She did so great, and she's so powerful, and she's one of the best in the world right now in what
You
she
got
does.
that right.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
shout
yeah,
out to her.
she is from Canada, so be proud of her.
I wanted you to elaborate what that connection was with Aryan when he reached out to you, because that's always a special moment. And you replaced this lady's part, Floor Jansen, at the actual show, which is such an honor to do too.
Yeah, no, an honor and quite the shoes to fill, actually. But yeah, no, he discovered me. At least the story that he tells is that he discovered me on YouTube singing a Queen of the Reich in karaoke after a show in Scotland one night. Then he was like, "Oh wow, cool, great voice. I'll get her to do a song on my next Star One record."
Wow.
And so we did Fate of Man together on his Revel in Time album.
Oh.
And it was great. It was an awesome experience. He reached out and I didn't even read the email. I just saw the name and I was just like, yes.
No kidding.
I don't know what it is.
Absolutely.
I'm in. And he was like, well, and I'm so glad that you said that. He's like, because I wrote this song for you. He's like, for your range and what you can do.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, perfect. Yeah, no, that's great. And we went back and forth on it and everything. And I hope I wasn't too annoying because I was like, can we change this line here? I was like, I think it might be better if we do this or whatever. I'm like changing his lyrics and he's just like, really? Okay. But then, yeah, and then he asked me to do the Arion shows. So I guess he wasn't too perturbed by my pickiness.
No.
And yeah, he's like, so one of our vocalists on the album can't do the shows. So I was wondering if you would be willing to do her parts, and then you could do Fate of Man at the end of the show. And I was like, oh yeah, absolutely. You know,
Wow.
that sounds great. And then he's like, oh, by the way, they're Floor's parts. And I was just like, oh.
Oh,
Oh.
that singer.
Yeah. I was like, oh, no pressure.